The table shows three values of x and their corresponding values of y, where y equals to f of x positive 4 and f is a quadratic function. What is the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of y equals to f of x in the xy plane? Okay, for this function f of x, we have to find the y-coordinate of the y-intercept. Okay, now let me consider this equation. That is y equals to f of x positive 4. Since f over here is a quadratic function, so this complete stuff will represent a quadratic function. So we can write this quadratic function in standard form. That is y equals to ax square positive bx positive c. Okay, now to get the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of this function f of x, first we have to get the function f of x. For that, we need the values of the three unknown constants a, b, and c over here. And here in the table, we have three values for x and three values for y for this function. I mean, for this one, y equals to ax squared positive bx positive c. Now we can use the Desmos to solve this problem. Let's take the 3 points in the table in Desmos. Okay, click on this positive sign, go to the table. So the first point is 21, negative 8, and the second one is 23, 8, and the third one is 25, negative 8. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to take this function in Desmos, and my aim is not to grab this function. My aim is to get the values of the unknown constants a, b, and c. In that case, when you take this one as input in Desmos, instead of y, I have to use y1. Instead of x, I have to use x1. And for equal sign, I have to use a tilde sign. Okay, now let me take this function as input in Desmos over here. That is y1. Then we have to take tilde sign. A times x1 squared and positive b times x1 positive c. Here I got the values for a, b, and c. So that is, now let's rewrite this function. That is a equals to negative 4. Then we have negative 4x squared. And for b, we have 184. That is 184x. And for c, we have negative 2108. Okay, here we got the stuff for f of x positive 4. Okay, now let me write over here f of x positive 4 equals to this stuff. Negative 4x square positive 184x negative 2108. Our aim is to get the function f of x. So we have to get rid of this positive 4. Let me subtract 4 from both sides of this equation. Then this positive 4, negative 4 will cancel out. We get f of x on the left side. On the right side, we have negative 4x square positive 184x. When I combine these two negative values, I am getting negative 2112. Okay, I got the function f of x. Since our aim is to find the y-coordinate of the y-intercept, we have to plug in x equals to 0. Because always the x-coordinate is 0 at the y-intercept. So now to get the y-coordinate, we have to plug in x equals to 0 into the function f of x. Okay, now let me plug in 0 for x. When I plug in x equals to 0, over here, this term will become 0 and this one will become 0. Negative 2112. So finally, I'm getting negative 2112. So the y-coordinate of the y-intercept of the graph of this function is negative 2112.